This is Deepa Bhujbal, and you are listening to WXUT 88.3 FM. Today is Saturday, April 3rd, and here is your weekly news update. These stories were researched and reported by student journalists at UT 10 News. Let's begin. Students can finally get vaccinated over a year after the pandemic started. For those who had a chance to sign up, the first shot of the vaccine was given on Thursday, April 1st at Savage Arena. The second dose will be given on April 22nd. Appointments filled up immediately, but fear not. A second round of vaccinations will happen starting next week. The first and second shots will be given on April 5th and 26th, respectively. You must carry your Rocket ID as well as health insurance information, and you will not be charged. Registration is limited to those who are available on both dates. UT 10's Lexi Alvarez looks into how you can get vaccinated.
An organizer says the response was overwhelming. All appointments were booked quickly. Those who get the shot today, like Lydia Neveraskis, must return for their second dose on April 22nd.
I completely trust it. I believe in it. I don't question it at all.
However, not everyone is comfortable with getting the COVID vaccine.
A student at UT, Joshua Verghese, says,
I feel like, it became more of like a social media campaign, because they got all these famous people, actors, athletes, and everything, taking it on camera and everything. So it's more of they're trying to sway people too much to take it.
Russell Smith with UTMC says students can expect more on-campus vaccination sites in the future.
Before, our goal is to have the vaccine and be able to hold as many of these vaccination pods before the end of the semester. So going into the summer, as many of the students will be vaccinated as possible.
Smith says if you are looking to get the vaccine, then make sure you schedule an appointment as soon as the next availability opens.
For further information, you can contact COVID vaccine registration at utoledo.edu. Minors under 16 are soon to be eligible for vaccination, following an announcement from Pfizer. This disclosure states that the vaccine is, quote, safe and strongly protective for children as young as 12. Currently, the Pfizer vaccine is only available for those aged 16 and above. However, this could mean a step toward normalcy for the adolescent population. According to the Associated Press, it's unclear how the FDA will expand the number of eligible age groups to get vaccinated. A step toward normalcy means a step toward livelihood. Local businesses begin to bounce back after suffering from economic adversity. Business owners like Mario Campos are thrilled to be back in business. UT 10's Michael Sandlin tells us how the Walleye Run is helping local fishing industry recover.
March and April is Christmas for us. It's when the walleye run in the river. So this is our busy season.
The Walleye Run is a massive tourist draw for the city of Maumee.
The fish management supervisor with the Department of Natural Resources, Mike Wilkerson, says,
So it draws people in from all across the country and internationally to some degree too, from Canada and things. It's not unusual for me to go into an area that in the spring run time to see license plates from 10 different states at one time, all the way from Colorado to Maine.
But none of those out-of-state fishermen could participate last year. On top of lack of river access, Ohio canceled all out-of-state fishing licenses. Mario Campos is the owner of Maumee Bait and Tackle, and he says that decision hurt his business badly and had to lean into local customers to keep his business afloat.
It about cut our throat. Yeah, the Maumee River Walleye Run is a world-renowned fishing phenomenon.
But this year, the state reopened out-of-state licenses and Maumee reopened River Road, and the fishermen are happy to be back.
A recreational fisherman, Keith Foster, says,
The fish are in and people are catching them, no doubt, but we're ready to go.
For Campos, his business has completely turned around and he's even seeing an influx of new customers.
Oh man, it's going gangbusters. You can see our cleaners are busy. We've got 2 fish cleaners. The fish are in the river. The fish are biting. The sun's shining. Things are real good. Business is great.
The Walleye Run also invites travelers that in turn help with the growth of the local hospitality establishments. The Walleye Run peaks in early April and ends in early May. As life slowly returns to how it was, so does our freedom to participate in fun activities. UT10's Maya May double dips as she found some good news for kids and how UT plans to celebrate National Siblings Day. This summer, Toledo Metro Parks has some new plans up their sleeve to let local kids have some fun. After a year of being hosted online, most camps are returning to normal. Activities such as archery, tree climbing, canoeing, and others are set to come back this summer following CDC guidelines. Manager of programs at Toledo Metro Parks, Jennifer Ellsworth, feels outdoor activities are still a great way for kids to spend their summer.
Definitely seem like our demand is increased. Even this year when we opened our registration, on our first day of registration, our camps were already about 40% full, which is something that we have not seen before.
Registration closes on May 25th. Camps fill up fast, but a waitlist will also be available. For more information, visit ut10news.com. National Siblings Day at UT takes a virtual turn this year. On April 10th, UT will celebrate their virtual SIBS Saturday. Students will use the hashtag UToledoSibs to participate in weekly challenges now through April 10th. Those hoping to win prizes must compete in at least one weekly challenge. Some, like Chloe Spoony Barger with her twin sister, relived their childhood through these social media challenges.
You know, it lets us come together in a community, virtually at least. So we're still like, because you can scroll through the hashtags and be like, oh, look at all these cool people who have similar interests that you would have not recognized otherwise because we're isolated.
And finally, UT10's Caleb Gill tells us how a Toledo native returns to play for the Rockets.
A three-star recruit out of high school who came back home to play college football is hoping his hard work eventually pays off.
Brian Koback originally enrolled at the University of Kentucky before deciding to come back home and transfer to the University of Toledo.
Before Koback was a leading rusher for the Rockets, he got his career started off right here at Springfield High School.
Koback accumulated over 4,000 all-purpose yards and 57 career touchdowns for the Springfield Blue Devils, while also serving as a captain.
Former head coach of Springfield football, Patrick Gucciardo, says,
He's the type of kid that you want to have as a captain on your team because he does lead by example. He never takes a play off, he never takes a rep off, never takes a run off.
His success from high school has followed him throughout his college football career, which was no surprise to his former coach because of Koback's pure work ethic, which Coach Gucciardo says is his biggest attribute.
He doesn't care about what he did yesterday, just wants to get better and better, and his ceiling is extremely high even though he's so talented.
The ceiling is high for Brian Koback, who hopes to be able to follow in the footsteps of previous Rocket running backs and make it to the pros.
That is the childhood dream for me. I'll probably try to chase it for a little while, but if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be.
While at Toledo, Koback has rushed for over 2,400 yards and has scored 29 touchdowns on the ground. Koback has not decided if he will go pro or not after this upcoming season, but he does plan to continue putting everything out there on the field.
I'm always going to give it my 100% effort. I'm going to give it all at every chance I can possibly do that. And I'm always going to try to do everything the right way as far as what I see is right.
With or without fans, though, Koback is going to continue working hard to be the best he can be.
Best tailback I've ever had, without a doubt.
The Rockets' 2021 football season will begin on September 4th in the Glass Bowl versus Norfolk State. Toledo Rockets starting guard and the MAC Player of the Year, Marion Jackson, announced on Twitter this past Monday that he will use his last year of eligibility and enter the transfer portal as a graduate transfer. In his statement, he thanked everyone at Toledo from the coaching staff to the fans, while also stating that not being able to get Toledo to the big dance breaks his heart. While at Toledo this past season, he averaged 18.1 points per game, 6.1 rebounds, and 5.9 assists. Jackson has not yet decided where he will transfer to for next season.
And that's it for this week, and thank you for joining us today. This radio script was co-produced with Alec Levine. For more news, make sure to tune in every Saturday at 7:45 a.m., and you can catch UT10 live every Thursday at noon. For WXUT 88.3 FM, I am Deepa Bhujbal, wishing you a happy Easter weekend. Have a great day.